Hi Ryan, a little recap of our lesson. Setup's looking pretty good. I think it's going to be a constant reminder for a while to, bend from your hips a little bit differently, where you're flattening out your back in here. It's almost like pulling your belt buckle in, pulling your belly in, so you get a little better hip hinge from the front and not have a rounding in your back. That would be ideal. Some of your swings were better than others today. Here's just one where it's a little bit rounded. But for the most part, we spent our time working on our posture through the shot, where we can see here as you're coming into the shot, you're coming out of your posture where whether you look at it as your belt buckle going towards the ball, your pelvis kind of thrusting towards the ball, and your spine gets pretty vertical here. You're not very open with your hips. And then that causes the golf club to start traveling too much from the in to out or going to the right. And our TrackMan number is pretty much that, where as you were hitting shots in the beginning here, we had a 4.5 as a path, 4.5 positives going to the right. This next one was a 4.3 going to the right. And we know you'd like to get that club path closer to zero, so you don't have to rely on your hands to square up the golf club as much. You do a great job of that, but as we know, when you get into crunch time in a tournament, sometimes we can't rely on that timing. One of the first drills we did was put a club across your shoulders where the face of the golf club here is at the same pitch or same angle as your back. So wherever your spine is, you try to get the face there. And basically, you can make a little turn going back, but you rotated your body back into the shot in a manner that would get the face square. And you can see how you maintained your posture there. And then from the front view, you can see how you're just turning into it face square, not relying on your hands. So we did that for a few minutes, and then we did this one where, in a way, you want to learn to separate your lower body from your upper body, where you're putting a club across your shoulders, but you're holding your chest, your club, from moving, and you open up your hips, like the start of your downswing, where your hips are going to move before shoulders. And then work hard to your finish position from there. You can release your foot if you want to and just get to a fuller finish. But you can see you maintained your posture there. And then, near the end of the lesson, a little flatter spine there too, but we can see that some of what you were working on paid off. You can see your hips a little more open. You're much more maintaining your posture lines. The club, even from the video view, shows that it wants to go down the line a little bit more, like your hands are starting to want to go left. And I believe we look back at our track numbers and we can see we started getting some numbers of your club path close to the zero line like we were wanting. So good job. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. But it looks good. Keep it up.